What is the best marketing tip for your cleaning business? You get asked this question 5 or 6 times a day, so we're going to talk about this today. Hi there, I'm Angela Brown, and this is Ask a House Cleaner. This is a show where you get to ask a house cleaning question, and I get to help you find an answer. Now, today's show is brought to us by housecleaning360.com. That is a website that partners house cleaners and homeowners so that they can find each other. So it's a great way for you to find more business and a great way for homeowners to find you. There are free and paid listings, but just run go get your business listed already so that when house cleaners and homeowners are in a process of doing business together, they can find you. All right, housecleaning360.com. All right, on to today's show. Best marketing tips for the cleaning business. All right, now I wish there was only one. It would be super easy if there's just one and you use it and then poof, magically you have all the business that you need. All right, well, it doesn't exist. There are probably 101 ways to market your cleaning business. And a lot of the ways that you market your cleaning business could be changing. And they could be changing based on now we're in a COVID era where marketing your business has changed. The focus of the business has changed. Now, when I started my business, the way people advertised their business was from flyers and yellow page ads. We don't really do yellow page ads anymore. We do banner ads and we do Facebook ads, but the rules of the game have changed a little bit. There's still postcard marketing. There's still running flyers. There's posting inside Facebook groups and neighborhood groups and things like Nextdoor. There are a lot of different ways to market. But if there were 101 ways to market your business and you tried one way per week, this is my best marketing tip for you. Try one way per week. It will take you 2 years. 2 years to go through 101 different ways to market your cleaning business. Now, if you marketed your business one way and you stayed with that way for the duration of the 2 years, and the next week you added on a different way and you kept with that for 2 years, and then the following week you added on a third way and you kept with that for 2 years, after a period of time you would be able to see, I'm pulling business from this avenue. I'm pulling business from this avenue. This one, not so much. And you might decide you want to drop it because it's not generating a lot of revenue for you. But you're going to be able to figure out which ways are best for your business. Now, the reason there's not one cure fits all is because markets are different. There are markets in my area where you can still run flyers. There are still newspaper boxes. People still respond to them, and it's still a great way to do business. There are other markets where they have no newspaper tubes and they have no soliciting, and you're not allowed to run flyers in those areas. So that may not be the best way for you, right? There are different nuances in different areas. There are areas where all of the homes are apartment complexes or high-rise buildings because of the geographical complexities where they don't have sprawling homes like they do in, spread across the rest of America, for example. So there are different markets and there are different ways of marketing. There are still things like Facebook ads work pretty well across the board for the sheer fact that it has an algorithm that knows these people are looking for these things. So I want you to really be aware of the fact that one way is not necessarily going to trigger a sale today, but it's going to take a period of time. Now, an average customer that hires us for biweekly service is going to pay anywhere between $3,600 to $5,600 a year for biweekly cleaning, okay? So when is the last time that you went out and you made a $5,600 buying decision on one ad? It probably never happened. You probably saw ads online. You probably were thinking about it for a while. Maybe you saw a billboard. Maybe you heard something on the radio. Maybe you were talking to some neighbors. Maybe someone gave you a referral. Maybe there were all these different pieces that then made you make a good buying decision that it was worth spending $5,600 to you to hire someone to come in and clean your home, right? So you want to realize the fact that one marketing approach is not necessarily going to garner a lifetime customer. It might, but it's unlikely. It's going to be a series of different approaches. But if you try one different approach every single week, what happens is your name gets out. And then your customers, the people that can hire you, start seeing you online. They see you in the Facebook groups. They see you doing Facebook ads. They see you running flyers, all these different things until finally they say, you know what? I'm ready. I'm ready to hire somebody to come into my home, and I keep hearing about this company. They've got a blog, they've got a newsletter, they've got an email marketing campaign. They seem like they really have their act put together. And, I think it might be a good company to go with. They seem to be an authority in the marketplace. And because they keep seeing you everywhere, it builds confidence in them that you are going to be around for a while. And so my biggest marketing tip is don't just try something once. I had somebody really angry at me because I'm a big fan of flyers. And they ran flyers once, they ran 200 flyers once, and then they didn't get any business and they were all upset with me. Okay, it's going to take more than that, I promise. Okay, you don't build a reputation on 200 flyers. Still, nobody's heard of you, right? And if you have no business and they start calling their friends and say, hey, I got a flyer, do you know about this company? Everybody's going to say, no, I never heard of them. So it takes time and time and time and time again, which is why I recommend creating a program where you have a different series of approaches that you consistently do over a period of time. Now that we've said that, I want to go to one more step. Your marketing never ends. Oh, I know, you thought it was done once your calendar was full, right? The marketing never ends. And here's why. You want to keep marketing year after year after year because it builds that ongoing credibility with a whole bunch of new people that haven't hired you yet. Because your business will be a revolving door where you have people that drop off and new people that come in. And the new people that come in might be on the sidelines watching you year after year after year until finally they're ready to hire you. And they say, oh, I've seen this company, they've been around forever. They're everywhere, right? Now they're ready to hire you. But you look at some of the major companies that are out there, even though they are household names, they are still advertising year after year after year to future generations, right? They still want the business for future generations. That's how companies stay in business for hundreds of years, is they keep advertising over and over and over. So if you are running a business and if you are looking for the best marketing tip, it is to create a program and then stick with it. And as you experiment and as you give it plenty of time to run its course, you're going to be able to see which ads or which avenues pull the most business. And if there are some that are costing you a lot of money and you're not getting very much return on your investment, then it's okay to drop that off your list. But you want to just keep reinventing the marketing process and get it automated so that you have all of your ads running at a certain time over and over and over and over again. And that is the way to success. Alrighty, so that's a little bit about marketing and about the longevity of the marketing plan for the longevity of your business. All right, if that helps, please pass it on to a friend. If we've earned your subscription, please subscribe. And until we meet again, leave the world a cleaner place than when you found it.